Welcome to step one of this path. It looks like you're moving along and ready to jump right into the exercises, which is important because life is not that overwhelming if we take it as one little step at a time, the next step up the mountain. In the introduction, I mentioned us often being held back by our limiting beliefs or our identity, hence the purpose of this exercise. If you had no limitations, and one of the limitations that we sometimes take for ourselves or live in is limitations around money. So, if you had no financial limits, if you were able to help everybody without marketing yourself, without following up on your accounts receivable, without trying to get money out of them, if you were in a smorgasbord of life where everything was just right before you and you just paid one low price and you could get everything in life that you wanted and you could help everybody that you wanted, you could be and show up the way you wanted to be, what would be different? For this exercise, I want you to have a pen and paper handy or a document on your computer because at one point there will be a need to take some notes. And then I want you to get comfortable because there'll be a little visualization exercise and you want to have as few distractions as possible. So be sure to have your computer on focus mode or your phone on flight mode or whatever you need to do to be undistracted so you can fully be in the exercise and get the full value out of it. So once you're comfortable, we will just go right into the exercise and you can follow my voice and follow the prompts that I give you in your imagination. Please indulge in a little bit of wishful thinking for the sake of this exercise. Imagine you have all the money you could ever spend, more money than you could ever spend. And imagine that in spite of having all this money, you didn't let it go to your head. You kept a philanthropic attitude. Imagine that you dreamed up a way to make people happy. And maybe it's yourself that you want to make happy. Maybe it's your family, or maybe it's few people, maybe it's many people. And now you've got all that money in the bank account, multiple bank accounts, multiple debit cards. You've got more than one wallet. You've got more than one home with each of them having wallets in them. And imagine that you're very creative and your mind is just overflowing with ideas of what you can do with all this opportunity, all this power, all this influence maybe. Who are you going to serve? Is it going to be young people, old people, the wealthy, the poor, people in your country, people in another country? I want you to notice your surroundings as you're in that future reality. Notice who's showing up in your life. Notice whom you are showing up for. And notice how you're showing up. What's different about yourself? And you don't need to make anything happen right here. You can just imagine as that creative genius You can just allow those images and those feelings to come alive. If you're noticing an idea and then resistance to that idea, just make a mental note of it and resolve to get back into openness of experience, openness of thought, spontaneity, and freedom of expression. Freedom of expression, because giving and serving is not all about money. Giving and serving is from the heart. It's been said that the best things in life are free. And I love that expression, because giving freely from the heart without expectation is ultimately the best gift. Receiving from a warm heart, receiving from a generous hand is the best experience you can give to somebody. Just sit in the experience of that new identity, that identity of generosity, abundance, influence, and power. And when you've finished observing everything in that experience, in your own time, you can come back to the present and open your eyes. And if you need more time, you can pause the video right now and resume when you're ready. And welcome back. I'm assuming you've got your eyes open, you're fully awake, fully present back in your body, and that you've got your notebook handy, because I want you now to write down some observations from that visualization, from that experience. I want you to note down two things. One, what was the experience like?